Okay, page 10 on the review packet says trig problems from released EOC test. A garden has the shape of an isosceles right triangle. The length of the hypotenuse is 24 feet. What is the area of the garden? I like this problem. Well, if I need the area, first of all, this is isosceles, so that's congruent to that, and it's a right triangle. These will both be my base and height. So one thing I could do is I know I can kind of do a shortcut, which I'm tempted to do. Area is 1/2 base times height, which is 1/2 x times x, or 1/2 of x squared. So whatever x squared is, it's 1/2 of that. Okay? You didn't really have to do this first, but it's kind of slick, and you'll see why. Well, using our friend, the Pythagorean theorem, the square of this leg plus the square of that leg equals the square of that leg. X squared plus x squared equals 24 squared. So I have two of these, and I happen to know that's 576. Then I can divide both sides by 2. So x squared equals 576 divided by 2, which happens to be 288. All right. So I could figure out that x is the square root of 288. The other cool thing you could do, if you want to be slick about it, is say, aha, it's 1/2 of 288, which is 144. But if that went over your head, just say, okay, square root of 288, square root of 288, area equals 1/2 base times height equals 1/2, whoops, pretend that's a 2, 1/2 square root of 288 times square root of 288. And if you actually go and put that in your calculator, let me do that. I'm going to do 0.5 for 1/2. So clear. 0.5 times square root of 288. And then make sure you arrow out to get outside of the square root. Square root of 288. Enter. 144. My little slick move there was pretty cool, and you get the same answer either way. All right. Billy is 74 inches tall, and his shadow is 70 inches long. Here's Billy. Yay, Billy. Billy with long legs, little head. All right. So anyways, this is 74 inches. And his shadow is almost the same length. It's 70 inches. And these always make right angles. And they want to know, what is the angle of elevation to the sun? So the sun is back here smiling down on Billy, shining its rays. And the question is, which angle is the angle of elevation? Well, when the sun first comes up, it's on the horizon, and it goes up and up and up and up and up. So the angle of elevation, the angle that you would think to measure, would actually be this one. So now we're going to use a trig function. I know that we'll call this angle A, and I know the opposite, and I know the adjacent. Actually, I'm going to call it angle X. The reason is I like to use A for adjacent. Well, the trig function, if you look at your math chart, that has opposite and adjacent in it is tangent. Tangent of X equals opposite over adjacent. That's on your math chart. So tangent of X equals 74 over 70. Now the way, since X is inside of the trig function, I have to undo the trig function. So I'm going to take inverse tangent of both sides. I do this every once in a while. I normally don't show this inverse tangent in front on the other side. Most of the time I cut straight to here, X. Because if I square and then square root, remember when you do a function and it's opposite, this pops out. So inverse tangent and tangent, the X pops out. So it's just inverse tangent of 74 over 70. When taking your test, remember you have school calculators at your disposal. Hit the mode button and make sure, oh, look at that. Naughty, it's on radians. And don't be surprised if it is on radians, because if like batteries get changed out, which they will be, if memory is cleared, which it will be, I can guarantee you your calculator will be in radians. Make sure it switches to degrees. How do you do that again? Let me not even hit mode, arrow down, make sure you get on the degrees, see how it's blinking, hit enter, and then clear. All right, so now I can do inverse tangent. Inverse tangent is this blue one above the tangent. Hit second inverse tangent of 74 divided by 70. I don't even have to simplify, it works. And I get 46.59, approximately 46.59 degrees. And that is equivalent to our answer of 47 degrees. If you accidentally got 43 degrees, you were probably doing the wrong angle, which is not the angle of elevation. Remember, angle of elevation is going up.